From Red Zone Weather in Bruton, Alabama, with meteorologist Spinks Meganson. Severe weather coverage starts right now.
11 in the east, and it is 8 a.m. out west, and it's 10 o'clock here in South Alabama and Northwest Florida, where we have a new tornado warning that's just come on the board for parts of Monroe County. So a new tornado warning for parts of northern Monroe and northern Conecuh counties, valid until 10:45 a.m. I'm meteorologist Spinks Meganson, joined alongside executive producer Bentley Martin, and we're tracking a possible tornado in northern Monroe County, very near the community of Axel, coming into areas near Tunnel Springs and Beatrice over the next few minutes. Possible tornado is going to be to the north of Monroeville, and this is not going to be an issue for the city of Monroeville, Alabama. But again, we're tracking a tornado warning until 10:45 a.m. for northern Monroe County. Just getting out our wonderful Red Zone Weather app alert for all our folks in Monroe County due to this new warning that's just come on the board as of 10 a.m. local time. Again, tracking a possible tornado in northern Monroe County. Let's tell you who's involved first in the tornado warning polygon. And this is going to be a deal that includes the northern parts of Monroe County. So again, northern Monroe County is here. If I call you out, you are involved in this new tornado warning, and this is a new warning that's valid until 10:45 a.m. Tunnel Springs, Peterman, also areas near Beatrice, Hines Farm, Mixonville, Midway in Conecuh County, Butler Springs, Forest Home, Ridgeville, Starlington, and again, areas near Tunnel Springs and Beatrice are first in line to see this possible tornado moving in from the west. Let's turn on our live radar data, and as we do that, you'll see that this storm has now emerged out of Clark County, and this is rapidly coming over into areas near Tunnel Springs and Peterman. So again, looking at this possible tornado in northern Monroe County, this is going to miss Monroeville to the north. And so if you're at Monroeville, you're okay from the imminent tornado danger, but could have damaging straight line winds coming into Monroeville as that area is now under a severe thunderstorm warning. So again, a severe thunderstorm warning for much of, really all of Monroe County at this point, and the tornado risk is up here in the northern end of the county. Do you have the iPad as a source up? Is that up and going? Yes, if you'll take me to that, please, ma'am, and we'll show you right there. That's going to be your possible tornado in northern Monroe. And this is coming into areas near Beatrice and Tunnel Springs and Peterman over the next few minutes. Again, Monroeville is fine. You are not involved in this tornado warning if you're at Monroeville, Mexie, Frisco City, Excel. That's to the south. Those areas are to the south. Possible tornado coming into Beatrice and Tunnel Springs over the next few minutes. This also is out there near Natchez, and also coming into areas near Midway and Alabama Highway 21. We would encourage no travel. Let's go back over to LD1 and show you northern Monroe County. No travel at this point on Alabama Highway 21, extending from Monroeville back all the way up to Oak Hill. You can't be traveling on Alabama Highway 21. This possible tornado is going to be potentially damaging coming into areas near Tunnel Springs and Peterman near 21 over the next few minutes. Natchez, also Old Scotland, Pine Orchard and Skinnerton out ahead of this. Hines Farm, Old Texas, Midway, Mixonville. Down the line, you've also got a part of Butler County involved in this tornado warning. Forest Home, Butler Springs, Starlington, also right there near the tornado warning. But again, it's right now in northern Monroe County near the community of Keith and Fountain, right in through here. And the possible tornado is very quickly going to be near Alabama Highway 21, near Tunnel Springs, near Peterman, and also near Beatrice. You see Peterman right there on the map, right on the edge of the polygon. If I'm at Peterman, you better believe I'm implementing that tornado safety plan, just because you're right on the edge of this tornado warning polygon. And Peterman, Tunnel Springs, and Beatrice first in line to see this possible tornado. If you live within 5 miles of J.F. Shields School in northern Monroe County at Beatrice, you need to be taking action to protect yourself. Lowest floor, site-built structure, away from windows and doors, putting as many walls as you can between you and the outside world. Do you have those tornado warning graphics up? All right, let's take that full. For the folks in Beatrice, Peterman, Tunnel Springs, this is what you need to be doing right now. Here's your list. Lowest floor, again, you want to be underground if you can. If you can't get underground, that's okay. You need to grab a helmet to protect yourself, something to protect your head, because we have an active tornado warning for parts of northern Monroe County. This is what you need to be doing now to protect yourself. You want to insulate yourself. Put as many walls as you can between you and the outside world. Back over to LD1. And rough weather indeed is coming into the city of Monroeville. But if you're in Monroeville, you are out of the tornado warning. Tornado warning is up here. This is your polygon. And if you're in Monroeville, you are under a severe thunderstorm warning, but not a tornado warning. Same thing at Frisco City, same thing at Excel. Strongest part of this tornado warning storm is coming into Beatrice and Tunnel Springs. The Weather Service is noting that if there's a tornado down, it's probably going to be coming right in through here near Scotland, Old Scotland, and also near Beatrice. And so if you live within 5 miles of J.F. Shields School, or if you live within 5 miles of the Monroe Sausage Facility there on Alabama Highway 21, be in a safe place. Not Conecuh Sausage, but Monroe Sausage, which sits right there on Alabama Highway 21. If you live anywhere near there, you need to be taking shelter now to protect yourself. Beatrice, Hines Farm, Midway out ahead of this. Also areas near Tunnel Springs and Old Scotland, please be in a safe place. Let's go back over to the iPad view, the velocity view, because it's hard to see on reflectivity, but it's clear right here on velocity. That's where your possible tornado may be, near or just south of Beatrice. And this is moving very rapidly at about 55 to 60 miles per hour to the northeast. And so very rapidly moving into the northern part of Monroe County out here near Hines Farm. Please be in a safe place there. Let's look at the southern part of this storm because this is your main batch of storms today. In the southern part of Monroe County, could have damaging straight line winds up to 70 miles per hour near Monroeville, Frisco City, and Excel. Those areas are not involved in a tornado warning. The warning is up here for the northern part of the county. Let's go back over to LD1 and we'll show you the wide view across the region. We got about a, 10-minute break from tornado warnings, but this is what we're expecting today. More warnings popping up throughout the day. This probably won't be the last one. Right now, we've got parts of northern Monroe, far northern Conecuh, and also part of Butler County involved in this active tornado warning due to this band of thunderstorms pushing through. You note that the main line of thunderstorms today extends from back in Mississippi near Hattiesburg all the way back into Washington, southern Clark, and southern Monroe counties. That is what is left to go across our local area. And so we are a long way from being done with this event. And so again, watching this cell very carefully in Monroe County. If you are in Evergreen, Owasso, areas near Liefien, you are okay right now. You do not have a tornado warning in those areas. The tornado warning for Conecuh County basically includes areas near Skinnerton, Mixonville, and Midway, and that's it. This is the far northern tip of Conecuh County. Evergreen is not involved in the tornado warning. Same thing at Castleberry, Lenox, Range, Repton. All those areas, you are fine right now. The issues are clearly in the northern part of Conecuh County. Let's go back over to LD2 quickly, and I want to show you this across the state. We have got a big batch of showers and thunderstorms. We'll show you the entire state of Alabama, and big batch of rain extends from Birmingham and Tuscaloosa back over to Gadsden, Anniston, back down to Alex City, Lake Martin, Auburn, Montgomery. All of that mess is below severe limits. The issues are here where we are in the southern part of the state, in South Alabama and Northwest Florida, and you can see we have a slew of warnings. In fact, with that said, we have a new tornado warning to tell you about. A new tornado warning. Let's go back over to LD1 because this is going to be a new tornado warning coming out for Greenville and areas near Fort Dale due to this. And so we're going to track these together. New tornado warning coming out for Butler County, Alabama, and this is going to be in effect until 10:45 a.m. So 10:45 a.m. on this new warning coming out for Butler County. Tornado warning for Greenville, Fort Dale, Daisy, till this is going to be in effect until 10:45 a.m. We're sending this out to our folks in Butler County, a new tornado warning has just come on the board. And so those are the 3 areas of concern. Possible tornado is basically at I-65 right now, coming into areas near Daisy. All right, so this is going to lift out of Greenville and move also into areas in northern Crenshaw County, now also under a separate tornado warning early on this. I guess it's not so early anymore. I've been here, all morning long. It's now 10:09 a.m. Possible tornado in the northern part of Butler, very near I-65. And so the main call to action here, we would tell you no travel at this point on Interstate 65, extending from exit 142, which is the Fort Deposit exit. That's where Priesters is. So from the Priesters exit back down to, let's say, exit 101, which is the Owassa exit. You can't be traveling at this point on I-65. Please be in a safe place in Greenville, Daisy, Fort Dale, and also Highland Home. Highland Home also under a tornado warning. Let's go back to our Monroe County storm. And this is basically right on top of Alabama Highway 21 at this point. Could have damaging straight line winds coming into areas near Monroeville, also areas near Mexie, Frisco City, and Excel. But the tornado risk is clearly at Beatrice, I should say, and near the Monroe Sausage Facility and near J.F. Shields School, coming into areas near Hines Farm and Midway near Conecuh County, right there, all right, near Monroe County. Be in a safe place, northern Monroe County at this point. Yeah, thanks for that. Bentley Martin, our executive producer, telling me that we have no power right now in Peterman, getting a report of a power outage at Peterman, and I believe it. With a signature like that, I guarantee you there's some trees coming down in through here. This is gorgeous terrain out in through here in northern Monroe County. I'm talking just beautiful, beautiful areas in the Red Hills of Monroe County. But right now, not so beautiful because we've got very inclement weather with a tornado being possible at Beatrice and Tunnel Springs and really near Peterman as well, coming into areas near Midway and Skinnerton, right there near the Conecuh-Monroe County line. Right here is Alabama Highway 21 right here. That is Alabama Highway 47, and this is Alabama Highway 83. And so if you are in northern Conecuh County, odds are you're okay. Lieffian, Bowles, Owassa. Severe thunderstorm warning for you, but the tornado warning is to your north. If you're at Skinnerton, Midway, or areas near Deans in northern Conecuh, those are the areas under the active tornado warning as of 10:11 a.m. Let's go back over to our iPad view. I see we've got a tornado warning in central Alabama now for parts of Lowndes and Montgomery counties. Pike Road is involved. The community of Grady is involved in the tornado warning there. All right, so possible tornado near Greenville, coming into areas near Daisy, Highland Home, and that ultimately is going to cross into southern Montgomery County. And so no travel at this point continues from exit 142, which is the Fort Deposit Priesters exit, all the way back down to exit 101, which is the Owassa exit. You can't be traveling on I-65 or U.S. Highway 31 in Butler County right now. Let's also, let's go back over to LD1 so I can show you this. We have a separate storm that has developed near McKenzie. No warning out on this as of now, but be aware you had some hail earlier in McKenzie with a separate storm, but could have large hail soon in McKenzie and areas near Okie Streak in Butler County. Just wanted to pass that along quickly. The reason we are here, though, is this thing in northern Monroe County. Possible tornado near Tunnel Springs and Beatrice, about to come into areas near Hines Farm over the next few minutes, and the Weather Service is continuing this tornado warning for northern Monroe County. Here's the good news. I'll give you a tornado all clear for Axel, Franklin, Fountain, and Keith in northern Monroe County. You were previously involved in the active tornado warning, but if I call you out, all clear. Franklin, Fountain, Axel, and Keith in northern Monroe County. You get a tornado all clear. The tornado is now, possible tornado I should say, is near Beatrice, pushing into areas near Midway, Skinnerton, Hughes, and Hines Farm, and Old Texas in northern Monroe County. So watching this situation very carefully. as we continue to track a possible tornado in Monroe County. Let's put the radar in motion and you can see that quickly. Now 10:14 a.m. and we have this tornado warning also in effect for Butler County, including the county seat of Greenville. Due to this is a hail core right here, large hail possible on I-65. Tornado risk would be on the back flank of this right here, somewhere near Spring Hill, Greenville, and Daisy in northern Butler County. We also note that Fort Deposit, Priesters, is now also involved in the active tornado warning. Parts of southeastern Lowndes and southeastern Montgomery counties also involved in this tornado warned zone for this cell that's lifting out of Butler County. And so this one's moving just like that. What happens here, Butler and Crenshaw are served by NWS Mobile. So when you get a tornado warning in Butler and Crenshaw counties, it comes out of Mobile. But once you cross into Lowndes and Montgomery counties, those warnings originate from NWS in Birmingham. And so NWS Birmingham has placed a tornado warning up for Fort Deposit and much of southern Montgomery County. This does not include the city of Montgomery. Montgomery is fine as of now in terms of the tornado risk. There is no tornado risk in the city of Montgomery, Alabama right now, but there is a tornado risk for Fort Deposit, Greenville, Daisy. There's a separate tornado risk right now, pronounced threat really, for northern Monroe County, Beatrice, Midway, Old Texas, Butler Springs, Skinnerton, also areas out here near, let's say Deans, just really the northern part of Deans, now under an active tornado warning. Forest Home in Butler County is also included in that warning. So let's go back over to LD2 and let me put up the state view while I check on a few things. And Bentley, do you have any reports coming out of northern Monroe County? None yet. We did get some reports earlier of power being out near Peterman along the State Highway 21 corridor. And again, we've got this separate tornado warning in parts of Montgomery County. I'm assuming those are for later, right? Okay, yeah, thanks for that. Again, 10:17 a.m. on this Tuesday morning and tracking a possible tornado. Let's go back over to LD1 while I continue to scan the feeds here. Possible tornado near Beatrice, really coming into areas near Hines Farm now in northern Monroe County. And this is going to be an issue imminently near State Highway 47 near Old Texas and Midway in the next few minutes. This cell is really racing along to the northeast at about 60 miles per hour. I should mention as well, if you are in Tunnel Springs or Peterman, we'll give you a tornado all clear. Peterman, Tunnel Springs, points south. You're okay right now in terms of the imminent tornado risk. Now, the weather's horrible. You may have damaging straight line winds in those areas, and it really doesn't matter if it's a tornado or damaging straight line winds that causes your damage. It's still a big deal. And so you probably need to stay in that safe place until this severe storm passes through. But the imminent tornado threat at Peterman, Natchez, and areas near Tunnel Springs has come to a close. The polygon has been trimmed back, and clearly the issues are now at Beatrice and areas near Hines Farm. Again, y'all know the drill. Just bear with me if I go silent for a second. I've got 400 things coming into the studio in terms of information. Here's the tornado warnings as they stand right now. Monroe, parts of northern Monroe, really northeastern Monroe, far northern Conecuh from Skinnerton out to the county line, which is right there near Skinnerton, and also western Butler County involved in a tornado warning. The storm that was near Greenville earlier has now pushed a bit to the east and is affecting areas near Daisy and Highland Home. And if you're at Greenville, the imminent tornado threat has passed, but look, this thing, back behind this initial tornado warning could come right back into Greenville. And so I'm telling you that to say, you can take a break from the tornado space now in Greenville, but just know you may have to get another warning over the next few minutes as this cell moves in from Monroe County. That would be making a beeline for downtown Greenville, Alabama. So be ready to get back sheltered, but as of this moment, the imminent tornado threat at Greenville has come to an end. All right, so that's a good thing for Greenville at this moment anyway. Yeah, and the Weather Service is noting, let's go back over to the iPad view and you'll see this in action as I say this out loud. Weather Service noting that this rotation area near Beatrice has broadened out somewhat, and they are going to maintain the tornado warning as of now as a course of least regret because this storm is in an environment where it could rapidly fire back up. And so there may be a tornado down. Most likely there's not in northern Monroe County, but just know you could get a tornado dropping from the sky imminently in an environment like this. And so that's the latest from the Weather Service. Back over to LD1. And again, it can't be stressed enough. Please, please, please let us know if your power goes out today. And also, I forget to say it sometimes, but if you know someone in this tornado warning box, tag them in the comments below. If you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube Live, Midway, Butler Springs, Forest Home, Starlington involved in an active tornado warning here in South Alabama. We were having a conversation right before we came back on the air. There's these folks who, are watching around the world, and they'll say, "Oh, I have no idea, what state this is in," as if I don't say Alabama, 500 times during the video feed. That happens sometimes, though, and I get it. If you're watching from, I don't know, Nevada or Australia, I guess, then you may not know we're in Alabama. But we're in Alabama, proud to be from Alabama, and we got tornado warnings right now in South Alabama, unfortunately, for northern Monroe, really northeastern Monroe, I should say, and far northern Conecuh. What you got?
Trees down in Beatrice.
Oh yeah, I would believe it. Thank you for that report.
People are saying, I've got a couple people that have said sirens are going off in Evergreen.
Yeah, and you know what? That may be a possibility, and I'm glad you brought that up. We've had some unconfirmed reports that sirens are going off in Evergreen, and look, don't ever rely on an outdoor warning siren to get weather information because of situations like this. Evergreen is not under a tornado warning. There is no tornado warning in Evergreen, Alabama right now. Nowhere close, in fact. The warning's way up here near Skinnerton. I mean, that's 20 miles out of town. So if you're in Evergreen, you're okay. And if you hear a siren, it's not for you. These county legacy-based siren systems are problematic. I tell you who has the worst time in our whole region. Covington County, they got these sirens all over the county. And when you get a small sliver of the county under a tornado warning, the whole county siren system goes off. And I do not like that. I think these sirens are just problems at this point. And we encourage everyone to have a good, reliable way, not a siren, to receive urgent weather warnings. Our Red Zone Weather app is great. Our wireless emergency alerts that the National Weather Service does, they're great too, but you can't rely on a siren. Let's go into our storm here in northern Monroe County and kind of zoom in real tight. This storm is rapidly moving into areas near Old Texas and Mixonville. This is going to be State Highway 47 right here. This is really kind of at the triple point between Conecuh, Butler, and Monroe counties here, right about there. This storm is rapidly moving in from the west. Go back over to LD2. And we had a confirmed report a bit ago of power being out in Peterman and areas near Tunnel Springs along Alabama Highway 21. Certainly would line up with everything we're seeing on radar here with these intense thunderstorms moving through Monroe County. And please understand, let's go back over to LD1 to our local area. These are the main thunderstorms today. This is an MCS, a mesoscale convective system. I see we got a new severe thunderstorm warning coming on the board, but this is the main batch of thunderstorms today. And so once this line clears out of your local area, your hometown, I should say, you'll get the all clear. But we've got a long way to go. And speaking of that, a new severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for parts of northern Conecuh and also northern Covington counties as well. So all of Butler, all of Crenshaw, eastern Wilcox, eastern Monroe, and basically all of Conecuh County now under a severe thunderstorm warning. And this is going to be a severe thunderstorm warning valid until 11:15 a.m. Severe thunderstorms likely to down a few trees and power lines in these zones. And notice the Weather Service has included that considerable tag. And what that means is they're very concerned about the damaging straight line wind threat with this line of thunderstorms that's now pushing off to the east. Let me actually take off the radar data and show you that new warning. Again, Greenville out of the tornado warning for now. That's a good thing. That possible tornado is now in northern Crenshaw County and near Priesters and Fort Deposit. This whole area is now under a severe thunderstorm warning. One of the number one questions I saw in last week's severe weather feed, what does the orange mean on our radar system? And the answer is these are severe thunderstorm warning polygons. If you're in the orange zone, you're in a severe thunderstorm warning. If you're in the red zone, you don't want to be in the red zone weather, you're under a tornado warning. So the red zones are tornado polygons, and we have an active tornado warning that continues for far northeastern Monroe and also western Butler County. Possible tornado is going to be very near Old Texas and Midway, right in through here, coming into Butler County. We would tell you no travel at this point on Alabama Highway 10, extending from Greenville all the way back over to Oak Hill. Here's Oak Hill in Wilcox County. There's Greenville in Butler County. No travel on Alabama Highway 10 at this point. We have a new tornado warning to tell you about. This is going to be a new tornado warning coming out for southern Butler County. And this is that supercell storm that I talked about earlier that was near McKenzie. But this is now a separate tornado warning that has just come on the board, valid until 11:15 a.m. for Okie Streak, and also areas near Pigeon Creek in southern Butler County. So again, a separate tornado warning just now being issued for Butler County. So let's take off the radar data so I can tell you who's involved in this new tornado warning, valid until 11:15 a.m. Houzo Mill, Pigeon Creek, Okie Streak, also areas near Luverne, the county seat of Crenshaw County, Luverne, Alabama, now involved in an active tornado warning. And so you need to be taking shelter now if you're in Luverne, Alabama. New tornado warning for areas near Luverne, Alabama, Okie Streak, Pigeon Creek, also in the warning. That warning, by the way, does not include McKenzie or Georgiana. If you're at McKenzie or Georgiana, you've got some rough weather coming in from the west, but that supercell storm is on the way out of Butler, moving into Crenshaw County. Yeah, and I tell you what, this weather in Monroeville is horrible right now. I mean, absolutely horrible. Raining like cats and dogs, very heavy rain, lots of lightning, small hail possible, really large hail possible in through here, coming into areas near Repton from the west. And the good news is, after this main batch of thunderstorms moves through Monroeville, you will get a severe weather all clear. Of course, we can't do that just yet, but it won't be terribly too long. Some good news to pass along. The Weather Service is going to cancel this tornado warning for northern Monroe, northern Conecuh, and also western Butler County. So we'll be down to one tornado warning locally. And again, this thing up here in northern Monroe, western Butler, and northern Conecuh, this tornado warning is going away. The Weather Service has opted to cancel that in the next few minutes. And so what I can tell you, if you're at Beatrice, Old Texas, Midway, you're done for now with the tornado threat. Done, D-O-N-E. You can come out of the tornado warning hiding place at Beatrice. That threat has come to an end. So that polygon is about to go off the board. The only warning that we have locally anyway, as of 10:28 a.m. is happening here in Butler County, Alabama. And with that said, we probably need to switch to the Montgomery radar. There we go. Make sure we can get a good vantage point of this storm in Butler County. And yeah, that warning in western Butler and northern Monroe, you can see that just left. So that's off the board at this point. Supercell storm near Okie Streak, Alabama, near Pigeon Creek. You can see the hook echo there. Possible tornado is going to be down here on the southern flank of this. This is Alabama Highway. Actually, you know what? I apologize. This is Alabama Highway 10 up here that connects Greenville back over to Luverne. And so no travel is advised on Alabama Highway 10 extending from Greenville back over to Luverne. What you got for me?
Two things.
All right.
Trees down at Monroe Sausage.
Okay.
And Atmore Advance is warning people that there's a line down crossing North Main Street in front of Hinges. Be careful travel.
And I'm assuming that's Atmore?
Atmore, yes.
Okay, so two things to pass along. I don't know if y'all could hear Bentley. I'm assuming not. We've had so many severe storms over the last few weeks. I've had it as a goal to hook her up on a microphone, and we're going to do that at some point, but I hadn't had time to go get the microphone because we've had, severe weather every other day, it seems like, around here. We will do that, but Bentley just said that we have two things to pass along. Number one, trees are down in northern Monroe County near the Monroe Sausage Facility right there on Alabama Highway 21. And so we have a report that trees are down in northern Monroe County. That likely was caused either by a tornado or damaging straight line winds that have now cleared out of that area in Beatrice and have now moved into northern Conecuh County. We also have a report, and who is that from?
Carolyn Hart sent it in, but it's from the Atmore Advance.
Yeah, okay, and thanks to Carolyn Hart and also the Atmore Advance, which is one of the newspapers down there in Atmore, we have a report that there is a power line down in the city of Atmore. Where was that?
Right in front of Hinges.
In front of Hinges in Atmore, all right? So that would be caused by the pressure gradient winds out ahead of these thunderstorms. You got a lot of wind happening out here in these areas that are having no rain out ahead of this batch of thunderstorms. And so be aware of that power line down in Atmore. What else you got for me? Okay, so again, tracking a possible tornado in Butler County at this point. Again, I know we've got 400 things it seems like going on. Let's kind of do a reset here as of 10:30 a.m. I'm meteorologist Spinks Meganson, joined alongside executive producer Bentley Martin. You're watching live Red Zone Weather severe weather coverage originating from Bruton, Alabama, where we're tracking a possible tornado in southern Butler County. You can see the hook echo on radar here, and this is about to cross into Crenshaw County. Possible tornado will emerge into Crenshaw County and come into areas near Luverne over the next few minutes. And so if you're at Luverne, you need to be taking shelter in Crenshaw County right now. We also note that there's a possible tornado in the southern part of Montgomery County. Highland Home is right in through here. Grady, also a community. This is southern Montgomery County back here. Lowndes County is now out of the tornado warning. So if you're in Lowndes County at Fort Deposit or Priesters, you are out of the tornado warning. So that's good news for Lowndes County. So again, the reason we are here is this thing right here. Possible tornado at Pigeon Creek in Butler County. This is going to miss Chapman, Georgiana, and McKenzie to the east. And so possible tornado is at Pigeon Creek, about to cross the county line into Crenshaw County, Alabama. Bentley, if you'll take me back over to the iPad source, please, ma'am. And we'll show you, this is arguably one of the better tornado signatures that we've had all day. This is a supercell thunderstorm right in through here, and that could be a tornado on the ground near or just to the east of Pigeon Creek in Butler County. This possible tornado will miss I-65 and US Highway 31 well to the east by about 10 miles, but if you're in Luverne or near Highway 331 in Crenshaw County, you are about to be under the gun from this tornado moving in from the west. Yeah, look at that. You can see the classic kidney bean hook shape like that. And this storm, this supercell storm that you see here, is moving off to the northeast just like that at about 55 miles per hour. I mean, these storms are racing today, moving off to the northeast. Let's go back over to LD1. Because in addition to this supercell out ahead of the main batch of thunderstorms, this is the main batch of thunderstorms today, extending from Forest Home in northern Butler County back down through Conecuh and into northern Monroe, or really central Monroe County at this point. But again, the reason we are here is this possible tornado in Butler County. near Houso Mill, and also coming into areas near Alabama Highway 10 and Luverne over the next few minutes. Look at that notch right there. That is a clear-cut indication that this storm is rotating. And in addition to the tornado threat, you could have large hail coming into areas near Alabama Highway 10 and Midway in Butler County. My goodness, we got 4 communities called Midway across our region. I've never consciously realized that until today. This is Midway in Butler County, not Midway back in Conecuh, not Midway back in Clark. This is Midway in Butler County on the edge of this tornado warning polygon. And right in through here is your possible tornado. Now, just to the east of Pigeon Creek, coming into areas near Luverne and Alabama Highway 10. We also should note that northern Covington County is now under a severe thunderstorm warning. Red level, areas near Gant Lake, Clearview, south. Also areas out here near, let's say Brooks, which is right here. McKenzie and Butler County, the community of Wilcox, not to be confused with Wilcox County, the community of Wilcox in Conecuh County. Evergreen, areas near the Country Club, Evergreen Country Club, Owassa, Lieffian, Bowles, Burnt Corn, severe thunderstorm warning for those areas. Damaging straight line winds moving in from the west. 10:35 a.m., working a tornado warning in southern Butler County. I think it must be our like 900th tornado warning of the year so far. We have had a monumentally active severe weather season thus far. And keep in mind that, yes, we are dealing with this nasty bout of severe weather today. We'll put this in motion for you. This is coming from the Montgomery radar because we're tracking the Butler County storm. But just know we could have another round of severe thunderstorms tomorrow. All right, so another round of severe thunderstorms tomorrow. I do think that the risk tomorrow will be driven more by damaging winds and hail locally. I think the tornado risk is going to be up in northern and central Alabama tomorrow, more so. But again, this is just a very active time. Some good news to pass along. If you are in Choctaw County, Alabama, you get a tornado all clear at this point. The tornado watch for Choctaw County, Alabama has just been canceled. All right, so Choctaw County, Alabama, all clear. We are here because of this. This is a possible tornado coming into Crenshaw County from the west. And really the tornado is on the county line right now near Alabama Highway 10 or just south of there. Large hail and a tornado possible near Alabama Highway 10, about 5 miles west of Luverne. If you're in Luverne or you know someone there, call them, text them, tag them in the comments below. Let them know possible tornado moving in from the west, racing off to the northeast at about 55 miles per hour. Let's go back over to the iPad because, again, this is just a really strong indication of a tornado happening in this cell that we're working. This is right on the county line. That's your mesocyclone right here, counterclockwise circulation. And this is a situation where Luverne should imminently be taking tornado warning precautions. What you got?
We're putting trees down on Highway 47 north, but it doesn't say specifically where.
Okay, yeah, if you look at that, before we'll get to that, but look at this. Hook echo right there. Classic hook on reflectivity. This is a supercell thunderstorm out ahead of the main batch of storms. Go back over to LD1, and if you will repeat that report for me one more time. I know you said Highway 47. What else did you say?
Highway 47 north, trees down, but they didn't say where.
Okay, that's probably going to be out here north of Midway, I would imagine. We got a report on Facebook of trees being down on Highway 47 north, and I'm assuming that that's going to be northern Monroe County north of Midway, right in through here, this stretch of 47. Because what happens here, Alabama Highway 21 comes out of Monroeville, goes up to Beatrice, takes a turn to the right, and then you take a turn to the left to go back up to Oak Hill. So that's 21. This is going to be 47. And you know what? If you want to ask them for a clarification, I'll ask you for a clarification. What was the person's name?
Romany Weeks.
Oh, yeah, okay. If you'll let us know specifically where that was on Highway 47, again, guessing northern Monroe County, that cell in Butler coming into Crenshaw, though, really means business. You can't see it on this particular view, but there is a classic hook echo on radar coming out of the Montgomery radar. This is coming from Mobile, and this is clearly an issue coming into Crenshaw County out of Butler. In fact, take me back over to the iPad just to show you this again. Really good view of what you're seeing here. There's your hook echo, and based on this signature, we can give a tornado all clear at this point to Butler County, Alabama. Now, don't get me wrong, you've got another band of rough weather coming in to Butler County from the west, but the imminent tornado concern has now clearly emerged into Crenshaw County. And that, yeah, look at that. That is arguably the best tornado signature that I've seen all day, coming into areas near Luverne or just to the west of there on Alabama Highway 10. Just a very strong indication of a tornado. And I should mention as well, southern Montgomery County is involved in a tornado warning. Possible tornado going to pass to the south of Pike Road, right in through here, and that's going to be an issue near Highway 231 north of Troy in southern Montgomery County. That has nothing to do with the city of Montgomery. City of Montgomery is fine. Let's go back over to LD1. But again, the issues that we are tracking, 2 tornado warnings in south central Alabama, 1 in Crenshaw, 1 in southern Montgomery counties. But you know what that means. In about 5 minutes, when that polygon goes off the board for Butler, we are going to go back to tracking these storms in the Red Zone Weather app, because this is a mess of severe thunderstorms capable of producing gusty winds, damaging winds potentially. But as of this moment anyway, it looks like we're about to yet again clear the tornado warnings out of our local area. So tell you what I want to do while we kind of wait on that. Let's work the line from west to east and show you that this mess of thunderstorms is happening in parts of southern Washington County. You could have damaging wind gusts up to, say, 70 miles per hour near places like McIntosh and Calvert over the next few minutes. Same thing out here near Vinegar Bend, Deer Park, areas near Topton. You've also got areas near Iliska, Frisco City, Monroeville, Liefien involved in this severe thunderstorm warning. Northern Covington is under a severe thunderstorm warning, all right? Andalusia and Opp are okay, but Red Level is involved in this severe thunderstorm warning polygon that's valid until 11:15 a.m. And so you're going to have some rough weather pushing in. Same thing in Evergreen. If you're in Evergreen, the weather is about to get pretty nasty, to say the least. Near Liefien, Owassa, also areas near the Country Club. Belleville, which is right here on US Highway 84, very nasty weather coming in from the west. Getting a report in, let me take you back to the wide view while I kind of analyze this. Yeah, getting a report in from West Alabama of approximately 15 trees being downed near Coffeyville, all right? So Coffeyville has taken a direct hit from a tornado this morning earlier, and the Weather Service is noting via emergency management that 15 trees were down near Highway 69 and Olkanush Lane in Coffeyville, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I believe it's Olkanush Lane in Coffeyville. So trees down in Coffeyville. Back over to back over to the iPad view. Because we are tracking these 2 tornado-warned storms. Here's northern Montgomery County up here, and then down here you've got this cell that's now clearly in Crenshaw County. Let's see if there's a TDS out on that. No, but it's noisy. And that signature, let's zoom in and I'll show you. These winds coming into Luverne are just screaming. Look at that. Now, keep in mind that value is probably 5,000 feet off the ground, but still, that is a very, very serious situation coming into Rutledge and also Luverne. Look at that. That says 125 mile per hour winds associated with this possible tornado. And keep in mind, that's elevated in the atmosphere, but nonetheless, a telltale sign that this could be a serious tornado situation happening in Crenshaw County in Alabama, very, very near the community of Rutledge. And keep in mind, it does look like that this may just miss Luverne to the north. But I mean, it's going to be close. If you're in Luverne, strongest tornado signature I've seen all day, you need to be doing something about it in the city of Luverne, Alabama, in Crenshaw County. Be in a tornado-safe place. If you know someone in Luverne. Tag them in the comments below because of this. That is a gnarly looking couplet that is a mesocyclone that could be producing a tornado very near Alabama Highway 10, coming into areas near US Highway 331 in Crenshaw County. Bentley, any reports from you?
Well, I've got some people wanting to know if that's heading towards Troy.
You know what? That's a good question. Is this heading towards Troy? The answer is yes. All right. Putting you on notice. Troy University, be ready. You may, in fact, I can tell you, if this signature holds on, you will get a tornado warning for Pike County and the city of Troy, Alabama in the next 10 minutes. So if you know someone on the camp, look at that. That is just a robust tornado signature. We're going to stay with this for a little bit because normally what happens here, let's go back over to LD1. Normally, we would end our coverage because this has moved out of Butler County and into Crenshaw County, but I want to hang with it for the next few minutes because this is a very potent, very robust signature on the north side of Rutledge and Luverne in Crenshaw County, and this will be an issue for Troy and Pike County in the next, say, 20 minutes as this tornado-warned storm crosses out of Crenshaw and into Pike. This is a crossover. So what happens here, Crenshaw County is served by NWS Mobile. Once you cross into Pike, this becomes the territory of responsibility for the National Weather Service in Birmingham. And so let's actually switch our radar sources here to the local Montgomery radar. And we'll zoom in on this very potent supercell thunderstorm out ahead of the main batch of thunderstorms. Butler County is in the clear at this point from the imminent tornado danger. There is no imminent tornado danger at the moment in Butler County. Now, don't get me wrong, you've got nasty thunderstorms moving through Greenville and Georgiana near the I-65 corridor in Butler County. Could have damaging straight line winds, but your possible tornado is basically near Rutledge. That could be a BWER, a bounded weak echo region, back on the back flank of this supercell. And tell you what, let's actually go. Yeah, look at that. My word, that is a nasty tornado signature. Very near Rutledge and Luverne. Just something you don't want to see. And this is trucking along just like that. This may potentially miss Troy to the northwest, but it's going to be mighty, mighty close. And so if you have a student on the campus of Troy University, you need to call them and let them know they may get a tornado warning in the next few minutes as this is going to continue trucking along into Pike County. Just like that. And so let's kind of extrapolate it out, moving just like that, very near Troy over the next few minutes. I know that we've got, moms and dads concerned about kids on the campus of Troy, certainly a valid concern. Let's look at our storm in Montgomery County as well, getting a little bit out of our area. Yeah, that storm is hanging on. That's going to be just to the south of Pike Road out here on 331. Possible tornado moving in from the southwest. These are the only two tornado warnings that we've got going on as of 10:47 a.m. So let's kind of do a reset here since we are transitioning from where we had a tornado warning in our area to just to the east of our area. As of this moment, the good news is Choctaw County is now out of the tornado watch. Marengo, Dallas, Perry, Hale, Greene, Sumter counties all out of the tornado watch. But the tornado watch continues for all of these counties you see here shaded in yellow, from Auburn, Wetumpka, and Prattville back down to the Alabama and Northwest Florida beaches. You see that area of orange, that is a severe thunderstorm warning, and that is in effect for areas near Monroeville, Evergreen, Greenville, and Georgiana. Let's go back to our Mobile-based radar. And what I want to do, because again, this situation has moved from a tornado warning in our area to clearing out of our area in Crenshaw County just to our east. So let's kind of work the line first. Here's another bit of good news to pass along. It appears that thunderstorms in northern Mobile County and southern Washington County are now out of a severe thunderstorm warning. And so you see these yellow lines in through there. Those are actually called special weather statements. And so that's actually the step below the warnings. And so that's a good thing. The Weather Service in their assessment, they do not believe that these storms are capable of producing damage right now. Now, we probably will get more tornado warnings and more severe thunderstorm warnings later, but right now, the only warnings that we have in our area are for areas near Evergreen, McKenzie, Georgiana, Monroeville, Frisco City, XL, and also McGargle, involved in the active severe thunderstorm warning. That's valid until 11:15 a.m. Tell you what, let's end on this note because I can just about guarantee you're about to get a tornado warning for Pike County. Let's go back over to the iPad view. Here's your possible tornado. This is near Rutledge and Luverne, and this is moving just like that. And so on that trajectory, tornado warning coming shortly for Pike County, Alabama. Troy, be ready to implement that tornado safe place. If you know someone on the campus of Troy University, possible tornado is going to pass just to the north or near Troy University. So be ready to get sheltered in Troy as we continue to watch that supercell storm. Let's end on this. Let's go back over to LB1. Here's our plan of action. Because we have no active tornado warnings for any part of South Alabama or Northwest Florida, we're going to go back to covering these storms in the Red Zone Weather app. You know the drill. If we get more tornado warnings over the next few hours, we will come straight back on the app to bring you come back on Facebook Live, I should say, to bring you the very latest. More updates coming over the next few minutes in the Red Zone Weather app.
Be sure to find us across social media, and don't forget to download the free Red Zone Weather app and set up your customized alerts. Please subscribe.